You know, there's been a conspiracy that's been going around on Dragon Ball Z for a very long time about the Super Saiyan God, the original Super Saiyan God. You know, he was first mentioned on Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, and at first I didn't really pay too much attention to it, but right now it's got me kind of wondering. Right now, it's got me wondering. Now, King Kai and Omega Shenron, they basically kind of explained the history about the original Super Saiyan God. Because I know that the name called Legendary Super Saiyan name was kind of like it kind of destroyed the myth of the original Super Saiyan God. And a lot of people wants to spectate who was the original Super Saiyan God. Some people wants to spectate that it was Bardock. You know, some people spectate that it could be, an ancestor of Vegeta's probably. You know, nobody knows. It remains a mystery. But the big question is the original Super Saiyan God, is he dead or is he alive? You know, in the Dragon Ball Z world, they all spectate that he is dead, which he probably could be dead. He could be dead as a donail, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know that though. We don't know that though. Some say that he blew himself up, because it all started out when all the Saiyans out there, 'cause I think it was 5 or 6 pure-hearted Saiyans, and the original Super Saiyan guy was kind of fed up with the other Saiyans, because the other Saiyans evil. I guess he was fed up with their evil ways. I believe that he was supposed to be like the guardian of the original planet Vegeta. He was supposed to be the guardian of it, though, and he was basically kind of fed up about the Saiyans' evil ways. So I guess the evil Saiyans, they all kind of merged together and wanted to confront the pure-hearted Saiyan and probably wanted to kill him. So they all transformed. The evil Saiyans transform into that giant ape or whatever, and that's when the Super Saiyan God had about 5 or 6 pure-hearted Saiyans and helped him become a Super Saiyan God. And I believe he did all right, but the Super Saiyan God form didn't really last too long. It wore out on him, and then I guess he transformed into a giant ape himself. I guess he stared at the moon himself and transformed into the giant ape, and that's when he became the legendary Super Saiyan. And I guess that's all the evil Saiyans started leaving the planet, because he was just way too much for them to handle. They all just left the freaking planet, and I guess he, from what they said, he blew the planet up. He just couldn't. I guess he was unable to control his power, and his power was so incredible that it just blew up the entire planet, planet Vegeta. And then some say that he was floating around in space and then he just died, though. But we don't know that, though. We don't know. We don't know if he survived that blast or not. Not even the Dragon Ball Z characters. I don't think they're not 100% sure. I mean, Vegeta heard stories about it too. Vegeta heard stories about him blowing up, but he wasn't 100% sure if he survived that explosion or not, though. In my opinion, and I know I'm probably wrong for saying this, I think the original Super Saiyan God could be alive. I think he probably was floating around in space, because you got to remember, the only people that knows about the original Super Saiyan God, you know, Frieza, Lord Beers, King Kai's, the Supreme Kai's, they're like the only ones that has that kind of information. And Vegeta, but Vegeta just heard stories though. But that's why not Vegeta, but that's why Frieza was afraid for a Super Saiyan to be born, because he heard about that kind of story about the original Super Saiyan. He heard about that shit. But the big question is the original Super Saiyan God, is he alive? That's the big question. Is he dead or is he alive? And I think there's a possibility chance that he could be alive out there somewhere. I think he's probably maybe froze up in ice. Now I know a lot of people say, dude, you got your logic all fucked up and shit. Hey, this is just an opinion. This is not no fact, okay? So don't take what I say as serious. I'm just being a little bit curious about the original Super Saiyan God. That there's a possibility that he could be alive out there in the Dragon Ball Super universe. I think he's somewhere floating around in space, frozen up. Because you gotta understand, Lord Beerus has been around for a very fucking long time, and he's the fucking god of destruction. So if a god of destruction like Lord Beerus has lived forever, there's a possibility chance that the guardian of the original Super Saiyan God could possibly still be alive out there in the Dragon Ball Super universe. It's a possibility that he could be alive. And maybe Toriyama, because we don't know his name. Let's be honest. We don't know the original Super Saiyan God name. We don't know his name, which means that Toriyama can give him any name that he wants. He can make the original Super Saiyan God as powerful as he wants if he decides to really want to reveal the original Super Saiyan God powers to us. He can make him as strong as he wants. He can do all that. So we don't really know we don't know the name of the original Super Saiyan God. We don't know his name. We don't know how powerful he really is. But from what they said he took on hundreds and thousands of Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan, but took on great apes. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's very amazing right there, though. So maybe there's a possibility that we might see the original Super Saiyan God in Dragon Ball Super. Maybe in the future if Toriyama decides to put his head to it, though. But I would actually like to know more about the original Super Saiyan God. Now, the original Super Saiyan God is supposed to be good. He's supposed to be a pure-hearted Saiyan, though, from what they say. But we don't really know that, though. But I mean, he wouldn't became a Super Saiyan God if he wasn't pure-hearted, though. But I would actually like for them to reveal more about the original Super Saiyan God. Okay, if you can't bring the original Super Saiyan God back, then make another movie or something. Reveal who he is, Make a movie and go back thousands of years ago before there was even a Goku, before there was even a Frieza and all that other stuff. Just go back in time and try that, though. But like I was saying, there's a possibility that he could still be alive. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the original Super Saiyan God could possibly still be alive out there in the Dragon Ball Super universe? You think there's a possibility that he could be in space somewhere, frozen up, kept secret, being guarded or whatever? What do you guys think? I think he could be possibly still be alive, though. Omega Shenron said that he couldn't bring him there because he said that he didn't have that power. I don't know. He said it didn't exist. I mean, he kind of contradicted himself in a way. He said that he couldn't bring the original Super Saiyan God. He said it's on Battle of God. He said it doesn't exist. Which I can kind of understand what he was trying to say, because the Super Saiyan God power kind of wore out on the original Super Saiyan God, though. But still, he should know who was the original Super Saiyan God was, whether the original Super Saiyan God still has that power or not. Still, he still could have brought the original Super Saiyan God right in front of everybody. Even he should have known who was the first original Super Saiyan God. He still should have revealed him. Brought him back to life. So, cause that kind of had me curious. Like, he could probably still be alive out there. Cause I don't know. There's a possibility that the original Super Saiyan God might still be alive out there. But I know you guys might leave comments and say he's dead. It's been a long time ago. I mean, we don't know that, though. But that's just my opinion on what I think. I think he's probably alive out there, kept guarded, or maybe he's keeping a low profile or whatever. Maybe he might be keeping a low profile. He could be doing that probably. We don't really know what he's doing, if he's alive or not, though. But it's interesting to know about the original Super Saiyan God, and I would like to know more about him. And hopefully somewhere down in the future in Dragon Ball Super, we might finally see who he is, maybe.